Hello, my name is Asal Aslemand. I'm an assistant professor teaching stream CLTA in the Department of Mathematical and Computational Sciences here at University of Toronto, Mississauga. Today I will be giving an introduction to a presentation that I will be giving, which is named Making Teaching and Learning of Statistics Relevant. In an undergraduate statistics course for non-statistics majors here at University of Toronto, Mississauga, I've developed a semester-long collaborative student-generated data project, which was a scaffolded assignment for students to explore. It had a relevant topic in mind, which was concerned with the impacts of COVID-19 pandemic on students' experience, and included several steps for students to complete. So on the day of the presentation, I will highlight these steps in more detail. Today, I will just outline them here for you to recognize them on the day of the presentation, which I look forward to meeting you there virtually. These steps are concerned with a pre-course and a post-course survey regarding students' attitude towards statistics, part of a research project that was ethically approved from University of Toronto, and the remaining steps were involved learning of statistics. So they were concerned with having students selecting an article from Statistics Canada and be inspired by it and propose a research question that they want to ask their peers in the class anonymously, so that we can generate a class survey data to explore, and then also create a video presentation of the findings. And students assess themselves and their peers in this semester-long course project. So students were randomly assigned in Quarkus to work with their peers, 4 to 5 students within their tutorial sections, and we've guided them throughout the term. And so the reason for having this project into the course is because to think about how we can make teaching and learning of statistics relevant for students, thinking about demonstrating the value of learning this subject matter being statistics by providing students with statistical examples that are drawn from their experiences, personal and academic life, giving students the confidence in doing statistics, so facilitating their experiential learning opportunities by having them to apply their statistics knowledge in and beyond the course, so developing their capabilities in statistics, and making students interested in statistics by having students reading an article that has statistical information so that they can be familiar with the way that they should interpret statistical findings. However, when students come to a statistics course for non-statistics majors, they tend to feel very afraid, much like Kevin from Home Alone. So we have to think about making the class community a holistic classroom community of practice for students, so that we can provide them with an ongoing support throughout the term. And so that can help to promote positive mental health and well-being by being very responsive to students' inquiry and accommodating to support students learning and understanding learning differently. So by introducing this topic on the day of symposium, I hope to connect with my colleagues here at University of Toronto, and we can think about ways we can develop students' quantitative literacy and reasoning skills, and by having assignments like this incorporated into the course, having students to read an article, interpret and justify information and communicate the results, and having students to develop quantitative thinking skills in their program of study. So think about if they were to collect data, why is there a need for collecting for data, and how are data collected, and how can data support statistical research questions, understanding the limitation of the data, how they can improve similar research studies, and the ways in which to grapple with the data, choose appropriate methods to visually communicate the information, and effectively communicate statistical results within the context of the data. So thank you for listening to this brief introduction, and I look forward to meeting you on the day of symposium. Take care.